Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pirates offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better. But the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They've got the screen set up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Unloads quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. And the timing just a hair off. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's on target and complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
7, East Carolina, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break.
29 Philly, 2-9-50.
He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Marked out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, East Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
The Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where the... just outside the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really really quickly. They need to put something together here, Cole.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're in defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Runs through the tackle. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Pirates will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tough call to make here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. You just can't afford a mistake. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. The Pirates will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game.
And that's a live ball. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the 1st down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Peterson. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Golden Eagles have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Running back with the carry. He's tackled at the 9-yard line.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And with that one, they jump on.
Touchdown.
2nd half. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Gets down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here we go with the run on fourth down. The Golden Eagles pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work, turning to the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll try to blast their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
First down throw. Intercepted by Southern Miss.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.